Hola guys, happy Wednesday. I am on my way to pick up little dude something to eat. I didn't have anything defrosted early enough. My little booger woke up feeling sick this morning. He was coughing some last night. Real rough cough. And he was kind of dragging this morning, which is not like him. And when I went upstairs to make sure that his hair was properly coiffed, he said he felt hot. Checked his temp, and sure enough, he has a temp. So I'm going in the wrong direction. He has a temp, so gave him some what did I give him? Some ibuprofen for the temp, and he was just feeling kind of blah in the body. And I let him rest a while. It's about 1 in the afternoon, and he has slept since he went back to bed around 7 o'clock, and I've been puttering around doing some things, and he finally inched up out of bed and said he was hungry. His temp is back to normal. But he's hungry, and that's a good sign, so I'm going to go grab him some Whataburger. I figured if he's going to have fast food Wednesday, so will Mama. I'm going to go get me some Popeyes. And then I'll get him Whataburger. That's his request. It has been a morning. I was out puttering in the yard and finding spots for my rose bushes and stuff like that. And I got on the phone with the city I live in again, because I'm over slipping and sliding and almost falling again. The yard is, my patch is a solid puddle at this point. There's green slimy slick on the water that's collected on the sidewalk and on the driveway. That's how long it's been running. Steady stream. Now there's green slime slick on the sidewalk, so there's really no safe spot to try and walk. We have to walk almost onto the neighbor's little hill and onto the front sidewalk to get to our cars safely, but you still end up with muddy, sticky, nasty shoes, which is screwing up the inside of our cars, and it's just a mess. And y'all know I've been fooling with the city since mid-November, maybe October, and they've not come out and done a thing. Well, apparently one of the young ladies who had been trying to help me before was surprised that nobody had come out yet, and she said she was going to personally walk in my message and my information to utilities manager, which I'd heard before, so I wasn't holding my breath. What do I want today? Oh, that shrimp tackle box sounds good too. I think I'll do the surf and turf. Anyway, I explained that I had fallen and I have lumbar issues. I just explained to them that it's become a real safety hazard at this point. My neighbors are giving me side eye now because the water is starting to soak into their property next door. You know, I told her that I'd called 5 times, gone down in person 3 times, and she said she would contact the right people, and I wasn't going to hold my breath. Let's see, surf and turf. So, I wasn't expecting much. I wasn't expecting anything, honestly. And then, in talking to her, to the lady that had been trying to help me since forever, I mentioned, because I was just so frustrated, that I was at the point of calling local news stations for community assistance, because it was just getting out of hand, and it was It was ridiculous. So she confirmed that there was no water usage on my part. She could see the meter that there was no water usage, and I explained. I already confirmed that it's on the city side. So the utilities manager calls me. Eek. And explains that parts can take 8 to 9 months to get received if there's one manufacturer for the stop valves.
Do you have the suction serve? Does it smell like pepper and rubby?
Yes.
860.
It can take 8 to 9 months for these parts to come in, and I explained that I hadn't gotten anything, no confirmation, no callback, no notice on my door that the water department had even been out here at all. So she thank you. Thanks. So she assured me that the water foreman, who was out today, that this water foreman is always out, but she assured me that the water foreman would be given my information. I'm going to make a U-turn. I don't like cutting across. And that he would either come out to the property and assess what's going on and leave me a green tag so that I have something to show the neighbors that, you know, I've made the city aware of what's going on. I'd have a hard copy of something to show the neighbors that I'm not just sitting. Did my fries just fall out? I'm so stressed and hungry. I'm gonna cry. Hold on, guys. I think my fries just flipped over. Shooty booty. I ain't feeling too good myself, to be honest. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. She assured me that the water foreman is going to be notified, that he's either going to come out to the property and look around and give me a hard copy green tag just so I have something to show the neighbors that, hey, I'm not sitting on this mess. I'm actually trying to do something about it. Or that he would call me and give me an ETA on parts, and honestly a confirmation as to whether parts have been ordered or not. She couldn't see on her side whether parts had been ordered or not. The only thing she saw on her side that there were multiple work tickets put in for that same problem, but that she didn't have any other information. The water foreman would have to give me info on that. So I said, okay, fine. But yeah, I had to threaten calling the friggin' news to have a callback. I haven't had a callback. I haven't had anything from anybody for months. You guys know this. So at least I'm one step ahead. Maybe we'll see if this water foreman is going to contact me tomorrow when he comes back into the office. We'll see if I end up with a green tag on my door, letting me know that they were at least out on the property to sneak peekaloo. But parts take 8 to 9 months. And so I'm like, okay, well, in the meantime, what do I do? It's become a safety hazard trying to walk out to our cars in the morning. I've fallen, and, you know, I can't be playing with my health this way. I have lumbar issues. I've already fallen. And she was somewhat as dismissive as all the other people that I've spoken to in the past. She says, well, then just don't walk in those areas. Lady, we're a 0-lot subdivision, okay? There is not many spots that you can walk to get to your cars unless you can fly, you know. So but anyway, she goes, I'll let the water foreman know the situation when they come out and assess. If it's as bad as you say. Oh, so now you're doubting me. Okay, I have pictures and video and all kind of documentation. But anyway, if it's as bad as you say, they can put down something or put some cones out so that no one will walk in that area. Again, but whatever. But at least, according to the utilities manager who finally called me, it's the same lady, you guys, who I sent emails to and left voicemails to. Y'all remember I got that card at the water department? It's that same lady. She finally calls. But the girl that had been dealing with me from the beginning inside the water department is the one who took the reins and, I guess, you know, successfully told them my info, because I got a phone call back at least. But yeah, it's been that kind of morning. My head hurts. And you know what I think is funny? We went from 40-something degrees to 70-something degrees. It's 80 degrees today. It's 80 degrees right now. It's 1:39. It's 80 degrees. We went from 40 degrees to 80 degrees, and I'm wondering if that isn't playing into us not feeling well. And then yesterday I opened up all the windows just to air out the house and get that beautiful breeze in. And coincidentally, my kid gets sick the next morning. I don't know if that has anything to do with anything. I did ask him if anybody was sick at his dad's house this weekend. Maybe he brought home a cootie. And he's like, no, nothing. No, he didn't notice that anybody was sick. But that's what's going on today. I filmed some haulage, some Black Friday footage, a mini haul the other day. And I got sidetracked. And I haven't edited or uploaded.
Hello, welcome to Whataburger. What can I get for you?
But anywho, yeah, I just wanted to zen down a little bit. I was upset, I was stressed out. But I wanted to come on and just say hi, give y'all an update if y'all care about the water situation. But I've had y'all all up in my water business, so I figured why not. But yeah, I'm gonna go home and make sure he eats, and then just tend to my kid, and hopefully my meat will be defrosted for dinner in a few hours. But let's go on and move on to the good part of this video, which is the haulage from Black Friday from last week, I believe. Hola guys, happy Monday, happy President's Day, Dia de los Presidentes, and all that and whatnot. I'm super hyper. I've had sweet tea today. That's all y'all need to know if y'all been with me a while. But it's Monday, there's no school, and little dude was home. And after missing him terribly, because he was with his dad this weekend, his choice, he wanted to go. Yay, finally. I figured we would do something today. Suggest the movies, suggest the park, suggest all these things other than what we usually do. And he likes what he likes. So he's like, Mom, how much is it on Mondays at Black Friday? And I thought it was $8. I don't know why I thought it was $8. I think Friday is $8. Because today, Monday, it's $2. It's $2 on Monday. I had no idea. I was surprised last week when I showed up on Tuesday and it was $1. I don't know why I thought Mondays were $8. But they restock on Thursday, so they're closed. And that makes sense why Fridays would be $8. And then it goes 5, 2, 1, and 50 cents. But anywho, we went and had lunch. We went to our little buffet. Got to have lunch with my booby, and we talked and both farted around. And I like those moments where he's more talkative than others. But of course, we're talking about this upcoming Halloween and what costume ideas we have and what we're gonna do. And so we were jib-jabbering about that. But it's always good to talk to him when you have that connection on something. Doesn't matter what it is. If you have anything that you and your child are interested in and it allows conversation, love those moments. Let me tell you, especially these weird teen years. He turns 15 on Saturday, and he is being such a butt. I'm suggesting indoor water park. I'm suggesting let's get in the car and go a road trip. He used to love hotels. We can get one with a heated swimming pool. He used to love hotels with the room service and the pools and all that. And no, he doesn't want to do that. What else did I suggest? Road trip. The cabins where they filmed the first Texas Chainsaw Massacre is still on the books. The year that we tried to go was the Ice-Mageddon, and then we never tried to go back again. And he's not even interested in that anymore. So I'm just like, what can we do? So there is this vintage toy store in the Plano area. If you're local, you know where that is. It's a vintage toy store. As a matter of fact, I follow this guy on The Bin on YouTube. He has a YouTube channel where he finds vintage, new, or almost new condition toys, and then he sells them in his shop. And I've been wanting to go, but Plano's kind of far, and I don't like driving where I'm not familiar. But my friend said, hey, if that's something he might want to do, I can come pick y'all up. So
he really wants to go to the vintage toy store. And then there's also I don't know the name of it, my friends go all the time. It's basically Halloween all year round. They have a lot of scary stuff, costumes. It's like a spirit Halloween year round, and they've been trying to get us to get down there with them, but we just never mesh, we never connect. But little dude has been wanting to go to that, so I'm like, my friend and I were talking Saturday. She came over. I was finally in a want some company mode, because I've been in my places, y'all. I've been in my dark spots and dark places, or in pain. So I haven't seen her, oh my gosh, in so stinking long. But they came over Saturday, and we were just talking and catching up and girl talking and having some wine. By the way, guys, y'all remember I picked up this Barefoot Red Moscato thinking it was Stella Rosa? Considering it's not bubbly, this is a really good red. It's really sweet, but it's not dry. I don't even consider this a dry red. You know, most reds are kind of dry and kind of bitter. They get you back here. I get just a tiny little at the back of my throat, just kind of little right here in the back of my throat, but it's bright and sweet and not too dry. It's a really good red, and I didn't get a headache. I usually get headaches with red wine, so I try and steer away from them. But perhaps because it's a Moscato, I didn't get a headache. But just FYI, because it was sitting there, so we didn't finish the whole thing. We ain't luscious. Yeah, Barefoot Red Moscato, pretty darn good. But anywho, she came over and we're talking and whatever, and I was just so disheartened because 15 is a big year, right? I want to do something big. I want to do something. I had thought about splurging, you know, breaking out the credit card and curling my hair and taking them to the Reunion Tower. There's a couple restaurants up at the Reunion Tower. There used to be a Wolfgang Puck after COVID closed. Then there was a moderate price, $9 to $11 meals. You get your basic, you know, your cheeseburgers, your fries, your family friendly kind of thing. And then you have your like Michelin wannabes in there in the same Reunion Tower. And I was like, maybe we should just do that. Just tell them to get in the car and let's go. But the mom and pop $9 to $11 basic fare food, not fare as in carnival food, but basic fare, F-A-R-E, food, that restaurant is no longer there. It never came back after COVID. So, and I know better than to try and take him to the mid-range or up, because he's not going to eat the food. He's not going to eat the food. And I just thought it would be beautiful to go up that many stories and look at the city at night. It no longer revolves. If y'all are like, Mel, what the heck are you talking about? It's a restaurant atop of the Reunion Tower in Dallas, here in Dallas. Y'all can Google. And it used to spin so many rotations an hour, whatever. I mean, you're not spinning, but it would spin so slowly that you'd get views of all of Dallas and Fort Worth surrounding. You can see Fort Worth, Dallas, because it's just beautiful. And I went as a teenager once, and then I went on a field trip when we were very young once as well. And I remember the sky views. I remember thinking I was going to fall off, but it's just beautiful. And I thought, he's not giving me anything to work with here, so I figured I'm just going to put him in the car and we're going to take off. But like I said, when I realized that restaurant that I thought he might eat from, and even that's not a guarantee, but I saw burgers, fries, stuff like that. When I saw that was there, I was like, that's what we're going to do. And then I did a little more research just to see, do you need a reservation? Because it's up there with the fancy schmancy ones. How packed does it get? Come to find out, it's permanently closed. So I'm like, oh, I'm left with nothing. But anywho, so the vintage toy store and that scary Halloween place are his go-tos. He wants a chocolate cake, and if I want to decorate, but he doesn't want to go anywhere specific other than that. Like, he doesn't want a venue, he doesn't want an event, he doesn't want to do anything specific. And I'm just like, oh, I mean, he's not depressed or down or anything about it. He's just like, I don't know. He has ideas of things that he might like for gifts. And then, like I said, if we go shopping, well, he should just get whatever he wants when we're there. But I don't know. I was just, 15's a big year, but it is what it is. And I'm just grateful that he's still around, because we had a rough beginning, me and that kid. We almost weren't here 15 years later. But anywho, I don't know how I ended off on that about birthdays, but today he wanted to go to Black Friday, so we went to Black Friday. It's $2 $2 Monday. And then last week I found the dollar. Have I showed you guys anything from that, or was I planning? Because I have a whole bunch of stuff upstairs. I think I've shown you guys things from a dollar day. But anyway, I went again. I don't remember. But I have some stuff, my dollar stuff upstairs that I'll show you guys here in a little bit. I have these down here that were $1. And let me go ahead and show you these because I need to tuck them back into the garage because it's not quite time to use them yet. Now, these are just the covers. And I see them on Temu and Shein all the time. I can't unshape them. But these are the liners for the portable little greenhouses. Oh, that's one. That was pretty long. That's about 7 feet long, and then it goes like 3, maybe 4 feet down. But I don't have the frame. But don't worry, because I have plenty of poles and cages and stuff that I can create a frame for that. But I thought $1 for the liner, and the liner even on Temu, as cheap as Temu is, Temu, however you say it, just the frame, because they sell the liner separate. Just the liner separate are like $15 to $25 depending on size. That was $1. And then I found this one. This is more of a teepee. It's kind of a triangle shape. And it has zippered little doors. So once it's set up, you just unzip here and go in there and look at your little plants, and it teepees out into a little triangle, like so, like that. And this one I was looking at Temu just a couple days ago, and coincidentally it was there at the $1 day. So I'm like, oh, that is so cool. So like I said, I have plenty that I can work frames with, and if I can't, I just get the dimensions off of the little tags and go on Temu. I'm probably gonna go on Temu and see how much just the base is. Like I say, they sell them separate, and maybe I can just get the frame. Maybe I can just get the frames. But like I said, my little noodle is working, and I ain't worried so much about that. But those two came from the dollar days. I just happened to have them down here because I was going to bring everything down here, but it's all already up there for the dollar day. So let me show you the $2 stuff. Okay? Okay. I found these. Anytime I find these, I go ahead and grab them. Hand sanitizer, hand soap, hand lotion. I just feel so pretty, so girly, and so bougie when they come in these glass bottles. And 2 for $2 I think is amazing. $2? Yeah, 2 for $2 is really, really good. So I got that. I found this Prepared Hero Fire Blanket, and I've been watching infomercials about this thing. Now it's been used. I think somebody put a fire out on it because that's a little ashy, or it was somewhere where there was ash, maybe near a barbecue grill or something. But I just saw the commercials for one of these. This big blanket that you pull over and throw right over the flame, and it shuts it right off. The infomercial shows grease fires on the stove, and you open it and fling it on, and then it just extinguishes. Explosions outside of the grills after the fact. After everything is on fire, they use a fire blanket for that. And I was like, how friggin' cool for $2. So I went ahead and grabbed that. Found a shepherd's hook with a claw. You need the claw, okay? These are not cheap. It's a nice sturdy metal for $2. Have to have that for my yard. Y'all know I have a lantern or a bird feeder or a plant, something to always hang on those. I only have 2 in the bathroom downstairs by the cutie litter box of these, and I'm always looking for Black Cat Plex bathroom-esque ones, and I've been wanting this one and I cannot find it, and usually they're all smashed to heck. This one only has the tiniest little bend. Remember to wipe. Black cats only. That's all I'm using for the bathroom for some reason. I have the Are You Pooping, and then some other one. Oh, your butt napkins, sir. It's little black cat. So this is gonna go there. I'll show y'all, but do y'all really want to look at a litter box? It ain't dirty or nothing, but ew, it's like me showing the inside of a toilet. Why would I do that? Now these I had to sniff around and look for. I'm assuming there were only 3 pieces because I couldn't find a 4th. I almost left them because I'm thinking it's kind of perverse, but I really, really thought they were pretty. Let's see if you can make out what it is. You see, it's a silhouette of a lady, like her hair is in a towel, And her little hand is on her shoulder, and it's her back. There's a small of her back. A little underpants and a little bit of butt. But I just thought that was so pretty. Okay, gets a little race here. Then there's this. They're a little bent. I need to flatten them and put them under something to flatten them. There's her back again. The arch of her back. Her notchies. Ooh, her little notchies. What is that? Is she sitting? She's sitting, but I hope YouTube doesn't think I'm displaying something pervy. I just think it's so feminine, so pretty, the curve of her back and all. And then this one I am going to have to cover a little. Okay, can y'all kind of... Where's her head? Oh, maybe her hair is wrapped and she's like looking down, but there's her totties. But I don't know. You can't really make out this one, but because you can't see her face. But I'm assuming maybe her towel. She's kind of like looking down and leaning. It looks like she's leaning and looking down with a towel. But I just think it is so creative. It's a little swirl for that part that I'm trying to cover. But I thought they were so feminine, so pretty. I don't think it's appropriate to display them in the house. Not with my little one running around. But I definitely have ideas for them. I just couldn't leave him behind. You know, he'll be older soon, and maybe I'll feel better about having them out. But I already have an idea of how I want to display them and where I want to display them. But I couldn't resist that. $2 for those awesome little things. And that is everything I picked up. We picked up at the $2 stuff. He already got some stuff. He's already put into rotation. Upstairs, there were some stuffies. I don't know the name of these characters. It's some grasshopper cricket looking thing with big old eyes and a little lab coat. There was some stuffies of that there in the laundry basket because I need to wash them because you never know about stuff like that. And he found airsoft gun and some little bullets for the airsoft gun. Well, not, they're little casings and they actually pop out of the gun. It's pretty cool. He already has one, but he found a different one in a different color. He's already up there messing around playing with it. But that's all the $2 a day stuff. And then the other day I was at Dollar General. I went to Dollar General because I was in my head too much. Saturday, actually, I was way in my head. Little dude left. And it's so amazing. You're not aware of the facade that you're putting on until the little person or the situation that you were putting the facade on for is no longer there. And then the funk set in. Like, no sooner did he leave, this funk set in. And I was like, oh my gosh, I was faking such a good front. But then it just kind of slammed into me and my head started playing with me. So I'm like, I'm not going to be up in this space and this situation. My oldest was here, but he was relaxing and everything. And like I said, I don't need any babysitter. I don't. So I went out and about. I didn't have anywhere to go. I ended up at the Dollar General and I found clearance. I found this $3 little kitty cup for $1.50. And then this adorable little tea towel. It says the cat is in charge. We just live here. Little black cat for $1. Thought that was adorable. Just a little something something lifted. Oh, sorry. A little something something lifted my spirit. I thought that was really cute. But let's go on upstairs and I'll show you guys the dollar stuff. Okay. So many hours later, we've had dinner, dishes washed, conversations had, chit-chatting, and a movie. And here it is about 11:15, 11:30 in the p.m. and the house is quiet. And I finally get to show you guys the stuff we picked up. Well, the stuff I picked up on Dollar Day because I was solo that day and I couldn't remember why I was there. I happened to notice that it was Dollar Day while I was out looking for Valentine's Day things. I always do something for the boys for Valentine's, and I knew I was going to cook some of their favorite things and have a chocolate cake, which is their favorite. But I wanted to dress it up a little. So I was at the Dollar Tree that day, which is across from, which is when I hit the Dollar Day. So this has kind of been sitting here since then. So let me show you because I really want to start using some of this stuff. First and foremost, y'all know we're going to be getting into the gardening here. I think the weather's going to be kind of pretty here for just a while. I found this. Now I have something similar to this that I bought last year. It's a little thicker. It very much gives Little House on the Prairie, which I was binge watching today. and crying like a baby, like I'd never seen these episodes before. Especially the last episode, or it's like the made for TV movie of when the landowners come and try and take over the little town, and they decide the heck with it. You ain't taking what we built. The land might be yours, but the properties on it aren't, and they blow up the town. So sad. But anywho, this gives either Thelma Harper, Naomi Harper, Mama's Family, or Little House on the Prairie. But it's going to keep my dome, well, not my dome, but it's going to keep my face from getting speckled in the sun when we're out there doing our thing. So found this adorable little thing for $1. I hope it don't have I hope it don't have lice on it. But very cute. Found these squeegees. Let me tell you guys, with the amount of stray cat friends that I am making, they make their presence known outside by rubbing their little paws on the glass to get my attention, and there are little muddy cat prints all over the glass on the outside. So I'm hoping that instead of spray, wipe, I can just spray, squeegee. 2 for $1. Not bad. I can keep one in the back for the back patio door, and I can keep one in the front for the glass door in the front. But pretty good deal. Do not laugh in a bad way. But you can laugh, just not in that way. Okay? Tacos Boulevard. Are you stinking kidding me? I already know where I'm putting it. I'm actually going to put a little wire right here and hang it in the separation from my dining room to the kitchen. That way, if you're not looking, you're not going to see it. But if you kind of, what is that? You'll see Tacos Boulevard leading into my kitchen. Or I'll just put some magnets on the back and stick it on the refrigerator. I'm not sure. But I like the idea of it hanging in the walkway. Well, in the pass. I was super excited for these. Now, at first I was like, girl, don't get them because it's going to drive you crazy that they're not all the same color. So it's this bag of these multicolor drawer pulls. Aren't they pretty? Look. So there's 10 of them. There are 10 of these little globe masterpieces. So look at that pink one. Look at that red. The little set of screws to put in. Can you imagine how pretty a white dresser or white cabinets would be with multicolored little knobs? I think that would just be so pretty, and I could not resist those. Found this attached set of serving spoons. 4. They're still attached. Some little rubber bands. 4 for $1. I think feeding people is my love language. So I love things for the house. I love things for serving. I love things for the kitchen. I'm beginning to think that food is my love language. Feeding people is my love language. But 4 for $1, I think is really awesome. Now, I found a couple of these. It's some kind of bag, and I'm thinking, is it for shrubs? Is it for, it's porous. Y'all see? So I'm not sure if it's meant for gardening or for storage or for, you know, wreaths or Christmas trees or something. I'm not sure. Now, I immediately thought of lining those laundry baskets that I picked up at the Dollar Tree because I needed to line them with something so that the soil wouldn't come out when we use them for planting. And that's what I had an idea for these. I'm like, I could, even if I have to cut them up, I can use this as liner, and it's still thin enough that water will drain, but my soil won't come out. So that was the idea. But there's 3 of these rather large baggies, and I'm gonna try and Google or do the Google photo and see if I can find out what they're for, because I'm getting gardening vibe off of it. Maybe not for laundry basket gardening, but I'm getting gardening vibe off of it. So we'll see. But I grabbed that bag of 3, and then I found these, and I've been seeing these on Temu. I've been seeing these at Home Depot, but I hadn't grabbed them. They are moss pole for plant. They train. You stick this little moss pole, and they're bent, so they're really long. It's just they're bent in the packaging, but they're still in the original packaging. I got 2, each $1, but I found 2, and I want to try and do my squash and my zucchini again, my cucumbers, and those little things tend to climb. So we're gonna try these moss pole for plants, train plants to grow. So I thought that was fun for $1. We'll see. I found 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little headstones for $1. I know Halloween's come and gone. We have a whole forever until the next one, but y'all know us, so I thought that was cute. On the Halloween front, I found this decoration. It's 5 kitties, okay, for $1. I hit myself. Anywho, it's 5 kitties. I woggled myself. It has the little stakes for the yard, but the kitties are in this pattern. Uh-oh. Oh, a little bit of glue came off. It's this. It's like a mama cat. A mama the Day of the Dead. And her babies. I don't want to take all the babies out, but there's the babies. And it's battery operated. Now, I had gotten something similar to this there. And I don't remember if I told you. I meant to tell you guys, but I don't remember if I told you. I had gotten one of these battery pack thingies, and they were pumpkin lights and skull lights, and the friggin' battery pack melted within minutes of my having plugged it in. So I'm a little leery of it, but at the same time, because I've been going to the bins, not the bins, because I've been going to Black Friday, I have a lot of solar powered lights that I keep picking up on 50-cent day. On 50-cent day is usually when I'll buy them. It's just packs of these. It's a solar pack, and you just prop it in the sun and it lights up at night. So I'm thinking if this gets hot, it's only attached with the tiniest little dollops of hot glue. So if this pack starts to melt and act funky, I'm going to go ahead and attach the solar lights to it, and then just have the little solar pad out on the ground during the day. But I think that's going to be really cute. And I think this is from Temu, because I think I saw these on Temu. But hopefully it doesn't heat up and melt like the Halloween lights did. And I'm glad I have such a sensitive honker, nutties, that I smelled something funny bunny going on. But, so there's that little fiver. Okay. And then on that same scary track, there were actually 3 of these. Again, they were loose, but together. So I don't know if somebody, there were so many of them. I'm thinking there must have been a box full of these, but I didn't need a whole bunch of them. But I know I wanted one, and I wanted one for my friends. And then I kind of wanted an extra in case anybody else wanted one. But I've already taken them out of the plastic because I had to do a little fixing up to them. It says, welcome. You should leave. It's all of my favorite guys. It's Michael. It's Ghostface. It's Chucky. It's Jason. It's Pennywise. It's Frederick. Oh my gosh. And it came with these little tabs to attach a string. And it's this little wooden plaque. I thought it was a trip. So I had 3. But like I said, on some of them, Jason fell off of this one. Jason fell off of this one. and I had to hot glue him back. Well, I did that glue adhesive from Dollar Tree. I put that back on, and then this one had a couple of letters that had fallen off, and I just glued them back on. But they're stinking adorable, and my friend took one home Saturday, so yay. And they fit perfect in this box. I don't know if they came in these boxes because it doesn't say anything. It doesn't say horror, Halloween, or anything. It's just an LPN number. But they slid perfect in here, and there were so many of them that I grabbed those. Thought those were fun. So the whole box of 3 was $1. And then the only other thing I picked up, and it was so weird because I had been working on that frame, the floor frame on the pedestal that I had bought some contact paper at Dollar Tree for to line the back. I was working on that little project, but it was bugging me so bad that the top frame didn't have any glass in it. And I'm like, well, I'll just get one of those like little screen protectors or something and cut it out and put it in there. I was just working on it the night before I ended up at the Black Friday. How about the first thing I see is this pack of protective film from Crafty Crocodile. It's these little plastic sheets, and they have the little plastic on here, and you peel off the plastic, and then you get this crystal clear little film left under here. So it looks kind of gray and gross because it has the plastic film you peel off. You guys, I cut to shape, and now the top frame of my project has glass that has a cover. You can't tell if you're just looking at it. You can't tell if you tap it, then you can tell the difference between this and the glass on the other frames. But it came out pretty good. I haven't picked out any pictures that I want to put in there, but the project itself, it turned out really cute. But that's everything, guys. I'm about to go jump into a hot shower and come out and watch Peaky Blinders until I fall asleep. I've been binge watching Peaky Blinders again. This is the 5th time that I've watched the series. It is so stinking good. The acting is so amazing. The storyline, the writing, everything is so stinking good. I start telling myself after a couple of seasons it starts to get too political and I'm going to stop watching. And nope, I stay sucked in. I just absolutely love it. Cillian Murphy is such a good friggin' actor. I kind of wanted to watch, oh my gosh, which is the one he's on? The nuclear war one. Really, Mel? I was just watching the friggin' previews and foaming at the mouth because it looks like such a good movie. I can't remember the name of it now. But Oppenheimer. Hello. Oppenheimer. But I don't think I can hang for 3 hours. I think it's a 3-hour movie. It's too late for a 3-hour movie, but I'm definitely going to watch an episode, maybe 2, of Peaky before I nod off. But I hope you guys had a great weekend. I hope you guys had a good Monday. Hope you didn't want to strangle or punch anybody. I hope you guys have a great week. Just in case I don't see you guys the rest of the week. But till my next go around, I hope you guys are good. And I love y'all bunches. Bye.